Minnesota travels to Nebraska to play the Cornhuskers, and I don't know a whole lot about this game. Ethan, like I said, he had to go somewhere, so I think we'll see. This is a little bit of a dangerous trap game. I think Nebraska, their offense is still legit. They can still move the ball. I would expect Mo Ibrahim to have a big game. If Tanner Morgan plays the way he did against Rutgers, Minnesota wins by 2 scores. If he turns the ball over, if he goes bad Tanner Morgan mode, Nebraska might pull an upset and might still be hanging around the rest of the Big Ten West.
Yeah, I'm with you, dude. I think it all comes down on how this Minnesota offense is. Because if Minnesota gives Nebraska some short fields and they give them some confidence, this Nebraska offense is still good. They can score some points on people, and they're going to move the ball. But it's this Nebraska defense that just can't stop anybody. But if Minnesota can't get Mo going and Tanner has to play more and the game is on his right arm, Minnesota's in for a long day. There in Lincoln, because Tanner's going to throw it to Nebraska at least once.
Casey will
If
throw it to Minnesota a couple of times as well.
if not twice, both quarterbacks will. And then who can get a stop or in a big turnover when they need to? That's going to be big in this game, because both offenses, Nebraska's offense can score some points and they can go up and down this field. And like what you said about that Georgia-Tennessee game, is Minnesota's defense going to make Nebraska kick field goals, or are they going to let them score touchdowns? That'll be the big part in this game.
Yeah, and this is a ESPN 2 at 10 game. Minnesota is I believe I just saw it as a 16-point favorite.
Okay.
On the road. And Nebraska they're going to be looking to avenge, because they did not play well last week at home against Illinois, where they lost 26-9. So this is just kind of just gets you some weird. It's going to be one of those weird Big Ten ESPN2 games where who knows what's going to happen.
Well, and to your point, Dylan, the Gophers' first loss this year was ESPN2 at
10.
12 Eastern, 10 o'clock at home against Purdue. One of those weird games where something you just don't know what's going to happen. Beth Mullins might be on the call. Beth Mullins might not be on the call. But these weird 11 o'clock games, you just don't know what to do, because the fans are still a little full from breakfast. The players might still be a little tired, maybe hungover from the day before. If you're a Texas A&M player, you're going to be high in the locker room. We don't know. And it'll be interesting to see, because if the Gophers somehow lose this game, going into next year, do they have much hope or much faith in this coaching staff and this roster? I don't know, because it's so senior led. So this is a big game. And then also for Nebraska, the season's already a wash and it's lost without Frost, but can you at least salvage something a little bit and fight towards the end? We'll see.